But this is a finished car build and we're really grateful. Very proud of us, Glenn.
Yeah, good job, Madeline.
Hello guys and welcome back to another episode from Glenn and Mado from Sydney, Australia.
So this is something different. We're in the middle of a process of renovating and converting a Rav4 2004. It's kind of a mission, a force for us because I have no DIY experience. I've never cut any wood in my life. This is going to be a lot of fun. We have the vehicle right beside us. We purchased it recently, so...
Our objective in this video is to document our whole journey from beginning till the end. So this might take a while until it's uploaded because we've never done anything like this, and it might help you out if you come to Australia and your objective is to travel around in a vehicle
cheaply. So we're doing it cheaply.
So this is our car. It's a Toyota Rav4, a very popular car model here in Australia. Never seen this car before, to be honest, but a lot of people have this car and we purchased it for a very decent price.
So quick insight in the back. A bit of a mess at the moment.
Bit of a mess.
Bit of a disaster.
Disaster.
But that's where we're going to sleep. We're going to turn this into sleeping quarters.
And it's not the first time we've done it. We've done it in Australia.
We slept in a car, but we never built it ourselves.
I'll show you a picture now. This is where we slept for 5 months in New Zealand, and we're hopefully going to turn our Toyota Rav in Australia into a similar setup.
I think we should take the seats out now and take some measurements for dimensions of the wood.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just bought this today. This is going to be a storage location for all of our stuff because this is a very small space to sleep and
so
store
this
things.
is a storage box.
Yeah, so it's actually very common in Australia. I paid $200. What an absolute bargain.
Where did you find it, Glenn?
I went on Facebook Marketplace and he said it was worth $1,200. So I got a really good deal on this. Very lucky actually. And it goes with the colour coating of the car as well.
Good choice, Glenn. Good choice.
The easy part.
So this is what we're gonna work with.
I think I can fit in this. I think I'll fit exactly. It's 180 centimeters in length.
So the objective is to build a platform here where we're gonna sleep in. Yeah, basically a small kitchen in the back now. One thing we did already, we bought these storage boxes the other day at Kmart, a department store. You can also buy boxes like this from Enco, that's the name of the brand. Also at Target. So my idea was that we buy the boxes first and then we build kind of like a frame around it, because I feel like it's easy to just then measure it around. At least that was the strategy. So we're gonna put this here to slide out. So that's kind of the idea. Have a box here, and then on top of it a gas stove. So that's the idea. It's hard to imagine, but I hope it turns out the way we imagine it. 3 poles, or what should we do here?
Put the support here, Madeline.
Huh?
Yeah,
yeah, here.
Yeah.
Okay, here one,
another one in the middle.
Here one.
No, it's 3. It's 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Mado doing the measurements, are you? Calculating the distance.
We don't have a clue what we're doing. Like,
I will figure it out.
This is like so amateur-like.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Don't judge us. We've never done anything like this before.
You're doing a good job, Mado. You probably do better than me with the measurements. So yeah.
So we need to figure out. We want a part that flips back like this.
Yeah, of course.
And then we have that part.
Yeah. 2 flip parts so we can bring the seat back, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
and then when the seats go forward, it flips forward.
Hey guys, it's been a few days since we picked up the camera because in the last few days I did make a plan and a drawing and kind of the measurements what we need for the wood, and now here at
the famous Bunnings warehouse. We haven't been here before, but it looks absolutely massive from outside, so hopefully they can actually cut out the woods for us, the measurements. That'd be pretty cool.
I know what we need.
That'd make life a bit easier. They can cut it in the warehouse itself.
So see, we're just here parked.
Some pieces.
We're just here parked in the warehouse.
Alright, welcome to the massive store, the warehouse.
I've been to warehouses before, but I have no idea where we should start.
This is the first time we've ever done anything like this before, so
find someone that could assist us.
Yeah, with the woods.
With all these things.
Yeah, but everything you can possibly think of though.
That's overwhelming.
It's a nice place to actually just kind of look around and see do we need anything for the car as well. Which is pretty cool.
Okay.
There's so many different types of wood.
Oh, Glenn, this is more, I think, what we're looking for. Something like this.
Yeah.
No!
Are you okay? You alright? Jesus, we didn't even start, and I squashed Madeline's finger between a piece of wood when I moved it.
And we went home. It hurt so much. I was actually afraid it's broken.
I don't think it's broken,
It's not broken, but it's very swollen. It's very sore. And the funny part is, I already cut myself.
2 is a lucky number.
Yeah, so both of my fingers are destroyed. The resolution is I'm not touching whatever Glenn is touching.
No, I mean it though. Yeah, we're back in the shop at the moment. It's a bit of a struggle to get someone to actually cut the wood, but we have to wait around for a bit till someone comes and they'll actually do it for us, hopefully.
Because otherwise the big
piece of wood won't fit in the car, so we have to get it cut. It's important. We need a saw.
What type of saw would you need? Something like this? Or something like this?
You only need a saw once, Maddo. I had a saw like this.
Expensive.
You must be always building stuff, are you?
The extra build.
It's cutting the wood at the moment.
I just hope I measure correctly now at this point.
I hope so, yeah.
That's a progress. We got some wood cutted.
Keith, is it?
I don't know. What was his name?
He was a gentleman anyway, he was very helpful.
It was amazing.
Put all the pieces.
Yeah. Okay, Glenn, we need a piece of timber there.
What timber for the legs?
For the legs.
Which timber?
I
This
don't know.
timber here?
Something, I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
Something coated. Just looking at hinges. They all look the same to me. Look at
She's got
this.
1,000 different options. So
1,000 different
it's a
options.
bit overwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
You having fun, Glenn?
No, I'm not used to this. I've never done anything like this before.
We need to get spruce. Are these the one we want?
Yeah, I don't know, Maddo.
We just ask. We
There's
ask
about a million different
times.
types. How confusing is that?
Alright, 224.41.
224? 224 big dollars. Not too bad.
And you bought a saw. Were you expecting this? Or more? Yeah. Now I can kind of imagine it. Look, with this wooden board. I might have measured it correctly.
Okay, after obtaining the wood, we're actually prepping it now, sanding it down, and also going to put a layer of paint. Some cheap paint just to keep it protected from mold. Somebody recommended to get some really crappy paint and just put a layer over the wood. So, because from my previous car, a lot of mold was on the wood because it wasn't layered with some protection. But Maddo is in action now, sanding the woods with her broken finger.
Okay, next step, we're painting. So it's an interesting color.
It's actually a nice colour, Maddo.
So we basically just bought like a discounted color yesterday.
Right, paint is applied.
So we got another piece of wood for our table, but we have to cut it.
That's hard work. I've never done anything like this.
So we just measured half of the table with our personal constructions of a measuring tape and a stick.
I'm not a DIY expert here, right?
We're learning on the go. So we bought this for $10. Don't hurt yourself. Be careful with your fingers. And your thumb. Be careful, oh my god. Yippee!
Let's go DIY, Maddo.
I'm a driller.
A driller? Are you? You're pretty good at this.
Eh,
You're pretty good at this.
am I?
Yeah. You'd be good at converting. Glenandmado, DIY experts. I want to screw a bit with your hands. Yes.
No, I'm gonna hurt
But then
myself.
you're gonna lose it. It's not easy, is it?
A whole day later, I thought actually this was a bit faster, but these drawers, it's a nightmare, like.
Yeah, so we're trying to make drawers.
And also the paint comes off because we didn't prep it.
It's not working, Maddo.
What? What do you mean it's not working? It does. Look,
Okay, awesome.
this is what we just built. I can't believe it. This looks.
I've never built anything like this in my
This
life.
looks shit. We shouldn't have painted it.
Can go over the paint after.
So now we have to do another one. Who came up with this idea of drawers?
We did. We thought we were being cool.
We thought we'd be extra cool, and you know we couldn't just leave it like this simple. No, we wanted to have drawers. I don't know if
Which
I
is
would,
really difficult, actually.
I don't know if I would do that again actually. So now we wanted a smaller drawer up down here. So little cute fit our gas stove.
Will that fit?
This is some serious work, cutting this wood. Glenn don't cut it, so looks very dangerous.
Okay.
Okay.
Mado in action. Let's go. Putting the brackets on. Drill expert. First time ever doing it now. Seems to be doing a better job than me. She's doing all the measuring and all the drilling now. She won't let me drill.
I love drilling now.
I see that, yeah.
You're my holder, you're stronger in hold.
Yeah, I see that.
See, now you're filming and now it's not working. I was doing so well.
I don't believe you. Good job, Mado. That's solid.
Look at this.
There you go. Oh, in the corner.
Yeah.
I think we did it.
I think we did it. It's
No way.
It's a bit tight.
It's tight.
Small, but
It's okay.
yeah.
At least we made it work. Wow.
We might have to paint it again.
Yeah, I don't care. The most important part of this building.
At the same time, it's not that bad if it's really tucked in, because then it's not falling out very easy, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
Welcome, welcome.
Another day, another dollar.
This is what we're working with today. The objective today is putting hinges on so that we have our foldable headpiece.
Yeah, so we can move the chairs back and forward. So
Exactly. And then we are trying to put this in the car and fix it together.
So we're gonna put the hinges here on the top.
Yeah.
Add a piece of wood so it comes back. Yeah.
And we also have to put the feet. So this is what we have to do in the next few
Legs.
hours, because this is our last day here in Sydney city centre. Just like painted the pieces for the drawer this morning, and I created these things so that it can't move. So looks cool, no?
Awesome. Good job, Mado. Did a better job than me.
The moment of truth.
You did it, Mado. You did the door.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm so happy about that. The first time ever doing it.
Why you not so happy about
Yeah,
it?
I'm happy, yeah.
Okay, do it
Crazy.
backwards. We have to now.
It's pretty awesome.
It's cool.
Let's secure everything. Come on.
So our new screws, they actually look pretty, the new screws.
I think the guys are gonna say you only need 3 hinges.
And look at this, how pretty this is actually. Look, oh my god.
I know there's 4 hinges. You only need 3.
You
do.
probably only need 3, but
Yeah,
this
it's
is.
okay.
There was a 4-pack, like 2 each. So
Yeah, it's
why?
okay. It looks okay.
It
nice.
looks good. Oh my god, I'm so proud. I'm so happy. This looks so great. What do you want me to do?
Get in there.
I think I measured it right. Can you show like the flipping thing? Is it working?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sit on this.
Yeah. This is a bit.
Seatbelt there. But it's not my issue though.
Does it come backwards? Is it fine? So we just actually forgot to film, but what we did is we did those feet. We have
The legs for the
the
support.
legs. So we have a handsaw, we just cut these on the length. So I measured it, and this is what it looks like so far. So we have 3 here in the front and 3 here in the back, especially the one in the middle ones are, I think, very important. And as you see, they're not drilled in, so we just put them in now. And what we have to do now, align them, and then we have to drill them in, because this is not gonna.
Let's get a
Oh.
move on with that, Mado.
And the back here. I can't believe this is actually working, Glenn.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not 100% working because we have to drill this down. Nothing is drilled in yet, so. So in case you might be wondering what type of screws we're using, honestly it depends on the thickness of your wood. So we have like a plywood that's around 12 millimeters. So obviously if you screw something here, that can be longer or must be longer. But if you screw something just down here, you know, that's what
Has
we
to be about
had.
12 to 14
You know, that's-
millimeters.
That's why we had to
By this
go.
thickness.
Yeah, that's why we had to go yesterday. We got these ones.
These were for the
This-
hinges
yeah.
of the door at the back there, for the wood to come back.
Because obvious if you
They were
you
13
know,
millimeters.
have this so they don't look through, so that's perfect.
Got them in Bunnings.
Bunnings, everything you got in Bunnings. And then we have these ones which we're gonna use now.
Australian hardware store.
How just we're gonna put these down here, look, this is what it's gonna look look like, and hopefully hold our beautiful construction together here in this car.
It's pretty solid, yeah. We just had the Newcastle Clark rubber.
Another day. So let's see if they have it in stock. We
booked it.
We booked it. We reserved it.
We reserved it, yeah. So it'll be fine.
Okay, how comfortable is it?
It's actually really comfortable, yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit
Mattress
thinner.
topper and
Yeah, it's a bit
you'd
thinner.
be pretty good then with a mattress topper and a bit more cushion.
Okay, let me close the door and we'll have a look. Because see, this is what I mean. It's a bit tight here. Also, you know.
Yeah, but it fits in perfect then.
Let me close the door and let's see.
It's not loose then, you know. It's not loose then. Oh yeah, that's a nice length.
So look, it's a bit too much. Like this much.
Right guys, welcome back. We actually just picked up a few goods for getting electricity off grid when we're stuck in the outback, for example. So we actually got a battery box. We got a King's battery as well, 100. It's 100 voltage, I think. I'm actually all new to this battery system and electricals and stuff like that, and how to connect a secondary battery up to the car, which is actually the objective now, because I need to get a DC connector and connect it to the battery in the front, which I've never done anything like this before. I'm no DIY expert, so this is a bit tricky. And we got a King's fridge as well, so we're going to try to fit all this in this little vehicle. And we also got the mattress installed and it's all done and dusted. So when we're not using it, that flips back and then forward when we sleep. So pretty awesome setup. And that's the little space we have. So it's a bit of a mess right now, but we're not living in the car now, but we're still kind of creating the car. That's the thing. So. But it's all about learning on the go, isn't it?
Okay, and this is the cable.
Yeah, so I have to run this from the battery in the front into the back somehow. So I'm trying to run it through the battery at the moment. So look, I just took the battery out.
Look, our cat we're looking after.
I need to run this. I need to feed this through the interior part of the car.
Okay,
somehow.
and you
So-
took just our car battery out.
Yeah, because I need access to the holes to put the wire through. With this phone.
They're very noisy, these Australian birds.
Yeah, really nice.
Maybe they don't like what we're doing. Are they talking to you?
So, yeah.
Do you know what you're doing? You have no experience
No
whatsoever.
experience whatsoever.
Let's figure out when we're on the road if this was a good idea, but I do think it's a better idea because it's much powerful and stronger than what we had before, and the plan is to sell this again. Yeah, a bit annoying, but if you don't know what you're doing, you come across and you make mistakes and you change up your plans. So yeah, we're gonna sell this, and then we use all the King's bundles. So there's actually a shop and the people are there, very nice. If you don't have a clue, I highly recommend going to a store and get like someone to tell you all about this stuff. So
I faded the wire through, so I took the battery out, I pinched it through the rubber, a hole, and I pushed that through, and yeah, now the wire's coming through the other side. So I'm gonna try to tuck it all away under here. First timer situation, I've never done anything like this, so there's a force for everything, but I'm learning on the go, which is the most important thing. It's YouTube, there's always YouTube available, so it's pretty awesome. So hopefully this works out well.
that's the battery box now.
This is the battery box. I don't know how this sort of really works. But let's figure it out. 100 watts, that's a lot of power. Keep me going for a few days. Officially finished with the battery. The battery's installed behind my chair. So I have it clamped down of all the wires. So yeah, we have a 100 amp battery connected to the main battery, so this will power this up and charge it every time I drive my car. So I was told you could charge the battery to like 80% within 20-30 minutes of driving, so that's really effective, and the battery's powerful, honestly. So I've never installed or imagined putting something like this in my car. So there we go, and you believe it or not, it's actually 4 times stronger than this battery. So I bought this battery, bit of a waste of money, but it might come in handy sometime, or I might sell it. I haven't even used it yet, but
We're back, beautiful people. It's been a while since we picked up the camera to film another update, but as you can see, we're here on a beautiful spot in Victoria and enjoying our time living in a car for the second time. We stayed now 3 days in total, made our way down from Sydney to Melbourne, and so the 3 days were kind of like very insightful. So we learned what we could improve and what worked, what didn't, and what I noticed is that we needed curtains. So I gave you an update on the curtain situation because we had just these silver, whatever you call them, sun sheets all over the car. I picked up, to give you an insight on what is this. This is called a curtain wire kit from Bunnings. It has like, it's kind of elastic and it has like a wire inside. And it comes, the whole pack comes with those hooks. Yeah. So it just cost a couple of dollars. Actually, it wasn't really expensive. Comes in different lengths, and then you can cut it yourself to the length you want. So, and then we put just like some screws in.
Just
like,
with a hand screw, guys. Hand screw. We just screwed them into the door, into the plastic, and it's pretty solid. Yeah. It is pretty solid.
Very, very solid. So just measure the length, and then these curtains is actually a normal size curtains, 120 by 230.
We paid $20 for one. We got two of them, so we paid $40 total for the curtains.
Yeah, and I also just cut them. I measured it with just a normal measuring tape.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, and then I just cut the length. Also nothing fancy. You just cut it with a scissor, and this was actually just the sides, the left and the right part. So I didn't do any sewing whatsoever, and then I just put some holes in the curtain. Do you see that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So very simple, just put holes here into the curtain, and then I have a second one. So this is our back window.
Voila!
Voila!
Lock the window at night. Keep like asleep like babies.
So they're actually blackout curtains, so they work pretty well. So, and I did this for the entire side. So I put one here to the back seats, and the same here on this side, and then the front situation, in case you're wondering how I do this. So we have another one over here, goes all the way to the driving seat, and I kept this a bit longer, and then we can also just close it. So we haven't figured out the main solution if we like it that much, but then we're just putting it over the
chair, yeah.
Over the chairs, and then you don't block, you know, you don't move them with your feet while you sleep at night. So this is the solution, works pretty well when it comes to the curtains. Yeah, we haven't filmed that. And then also we changed a bit something down here because we got a fridge. Glenn will explain it in a second, but basically to fit in our fridge we had to just move the leg back from here to here, and then I just have like a leg. Probably don't need it, but it just gives that more confidence that it actually holds. So the bed frame just lies on this end when we sleep. So it's still pretty solid, and we have some space for the fridge. So Glenn will explain that. So everything is from King's.
There you go, there's the fridge, guys, in action.
How many liters there,
It's
Glenn?
16 liters, I think. We paid about $150, and it goes to -18, so you can be a freezer or a fridge. So
that's insane, and we just used it for the last day, and it works so well.
Because the battery I input is which runs off the alternator. So anytime we start the car, that powers our secondary battery here in the background. And if we're off grid, we can actually run the fridge nearly 2.5 days just off that battery. So that's a lot. So if you drive 20 minutes or half an hour a day, it's going to keep the fridge running on a constant basis.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So far, the fridge has been amazing.
The fridge
what
has
a
worked
great
like a charm, yeah.
addition.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we're just like slowly like upgrading and organizing, because when it comes to small spaces, the key solution to survive in small spaces is to have everything organized. And we were pretty organized in our car. We traveled around New Zealand and we were super organized. So what I did, like to organize our big box for food and storage, we just bought like more smaller boxes. So we have like cutlery in here, and then our fresh food and vegetables also, what doesn't need to go in the fridge, in another box. So everything is kind of like organized now.
Compact.
I definitely highly recommend keeping it a bit organized if you don't have like proper
a lot of space,
drawers,
yeah.
like us. And we're not amazing DIYers, so this was our first project. So yeah.
And the little.
And yeah, Glenn bought a chopping board.
Yeah,
So
that does the job.
yeah.
It actually fits perfect.
Yeah, and then we came across a little problem because what we didn't, what we already noticed, we put in.
You didn't take this into consideration.
So we put in the drawers here too far back. I don't know if you can see that. So these drawers, there's like this gap here, which we didn't, you know,
take into consideration.
Take in consideration. And now every time when we drive, it's coming back and forward. So what we did, we put in a
little latch.
A latch, I think it's called. And then when we drive, we
That's
put it
pretty
down.
solid, yeah.
And
Pretty
then,
simple solution.
Yeah. Simple solution.
Good job, Mado.
So,
Mado thought of that. She thought about that.
So this is what we kind of solved the problem.
Yeah, so that's kind of mostly got built.
Yeah, and then we also got a table, so that's very cool. It's
That
a
folds
folding
up very
table.
well. So that goes in the rooftop box.
And we have 2 chairs to sit down and enjoy ourselves.
That's why we have the rooftop box. It's to kind of store these type of things. Things that are too big to fit in the car. So.
And the last step would be just like to install some fairy lights.
Fairy lights is the last thing. We still haven't done that, no.
Yeah.
So
We haven't done that.
light up the car.
But other than that, I think that's it for
That's the
our
project
van build.
finished, nearly.
And I'm like so happy. Like our last night was like amazing. And yeah, probably just have some bits and pieces to update. But this is a finished car build, and we're really grateful. And yeah, very proud of us, Glenn.
That's good job, Madeleine. I mean, if you have any questions in relation to our build, we're happy to help as much as we can.
Let us know in the comments below, or head down over to Instagram where we post videos and everything in real time, but you can contact us there via direct message.
Which is better, yeah.
If you have any questions whatsoever about this build here in Australia. And yeah, we really hope you enjoyed this video and it was very helpful to you. So if you did, give it a like, subscribe, comment down below, and we catch you in the next adventure.